Hello everybody, this is Marya here on YouTube. Today I have a very special guest. I don't know if you can see her, Macarena. Hola chiquito. That's my sister's dog. Anyway, today I have, I think, kind of an interesting video for all of you guys. So I have a thing, and I've talked about this a little bit on my videos and on my Bookstagram, and it's pretty much the fact that I can't read a book that is in a series because I will want to end the entire series if I can in a sitting, and I won't be able to do that if I don't have all the books. And I honestly, I have to break this cycle, but I don't know how people read the first book and then go on to another story, and then like 2 years later they read the second book. It's out of this world for me, at least right now. I am trying to break out of it, but I haven't been able to do that. So today I wanted to show you guys books that are in series or duologies that I don't really have the second or the third or however many books are there in that series, but that I want to read, and they are very high up on my TBR. So the first one that I have, and I think it's the first one on my TBR to get the entire series, is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is one of the books that is very highly talked about here on BookTube and on Bookstagram. And I have a friend, her name is Tess. You can look her up on Instagram as the Book Arena. And she loves this book, and she loves the series. She loves Stephanie Garber, and it's very interesting to see how invested she is in this story that I haven't read, and she is, I think, the #1 reason why I actually want to read this and why it's so high up on my TBR. So I am very excited to get Legendary and then Finale, which is the last book, which just recently came out or comes out. I think it already came out, but anyway, this is the first book. Then I have another one that is very highly talked about on Instagram, and this is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I think that's how you say her last name. I'm not really sure. Either way, this has been a series that everyone and their mother knows about, and everybody talks about it, and I try not to read a lot of spoilers and stuff like that, but it is a book that everybody talks about and everybody recommends. So this is definitely next on my TBR book, and I believe this is a duology. I'm not really sure yet. It might be a series. This is Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. This is another book that is very high up on my TBR. Anything that has to do with princesses or just girls that are not meant to be where they are and they end up being super powerful, I love. That's one of my favorite tropes. But this is a book that has been a little bit talked about in the BookTube community and Bookstagram community as well. I really don't know much about this book, but I am very, very excited to read it, and I'm very excited about getting the second one, which is Lady Smoke. So that's that. Then I have another one that I love and everyone and their mother knows about too, and this is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This has got to be one of the books that literally, I think, almost everyone talks about, at least on Bookstagram that I recently joined. Everybody does talk about it, and it's so wonderful to hear everyone raving about this book, because I think Sabaa Tahir has, I don't know, I think she's taken the world on a ride with this book, with these, I think it's a duology by now. But I am very excited. This is like the 4th on my TBR book series to read. Then I have this one, and this one, when I posted it on Instagram, everybody told me that I needed to read it ASAP. And my problem is that it has been 10 years for the second book to be released, and it's still not released. It's not, I don't think they're even sure if it's gonna be released, but this is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. This is the 10th anniversary edition, which means it has a rose gold spine. Also, I think it has extra stuff in the book as well. But anyway, everybody told me this book is amazing. The way Patrick writes apparently is out of this world. Everybody really hyped it up. But if it's so good, I don't think I'm gonna be able to wait until the second book. So this is kind of getting lower into my TBR simply because I wanna wait for the next book to actually be out, because of just how much hype everybody gave it to it, and I can't. It's just, I get like a hangover. It's weird when I read a book, that the first book in a series that is very, very good, and then I have to read the next one. And this happened with me with the Hunger Games. Those were the first books that I bought and that I started reading, and I read them in like 2 days. The 3 of them I read it in like 2 days, and it was incredible, but I couldn't stop reading. I have an obsessive behavior. You guys have to understand that I have a very obsessive behavior when it comes to specific things, especially books. Series is one of them, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I can't wait. Another one in this book was a gift from my best friend's brother, Toño. Gracias. So this is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I should probably be in that house. But this is a series that I want to read. There's several books in this series. I want to get the whole box set of books, but we'll see about that. This is kind of middle of the way in my TBR. I have a lot of things in my TBR. And then lastly, but not least, is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is a series of books I believe are finished, and I believe this has got to be very good because everybody on Instagram talks about them, everybody on BookTube talks about it, and honestly I've heard so many good things about Pierce Brown that I expect so much from his series that I just, there's nothing really else I can say about it. But anyway, that is it for this video of my like books that are not book series that I don't have enough books of. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are like me and you have to read an entire series, let me know down in the comments. Or if you're like me and you have a lot of books from series that you don't actually have the rest of the books, also let me know down in the comments if you have any opinions or anything that I might need to know about any of these books. Let me know down in the comments below, and I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel because it really does help me out, and I will be seeing you in my next one. Bye!